Before I was working here, I was a dog trainer teaching agility, which was really fun, which I still do with my dog. But for years, I've wanted to get into the rescue sector. So I've been working here now as the senior animal handler. So primarily my job is to work with the rescue dogs. You know, they come home with a whole plethora of reasons why they might need some support in terms of their training plan. So my role really is to assess what their needs are and then put training in place to meet those needs. I also do have private clients as well. So, you know, dogs that aren't registered with us at the centre, or some of them are actually via boarding. I have boarding customers that end up, you know, their dogs end up being clients of mine too. And yeah, that's my role really. For me, it's when we have a dog that has sort of tricky behavioural needs and we get them rehomed. Bert was a big one for us at the centre. He was a St Bernard that stayed with us for quite some time, and he really struggled with interaction with other dogs, with other people. So we work alongside Angela at Rotti Rescue, who's extremely experienced behaviourist. So we sort of work together really. A huge part of the team were involved actually in that rehoming process. So for everybody, that was a big deal because he's now living happily in a home and in like with his own compound with this lovely lady. And you know, it's that side of things really, where you just kind of keep going and keep going and keep going, and then these lovely dogs finally land on their feet and they end up having a lovely life. So that would be my favourite. I think if you're going to adopt a dog, it's a really big decision. Cats also, I mean, cats aren't really my thing. I love them, but I wouldn't know how to train one to sit, for example. But it's a big responsibility, and I think it's something you really need to take a lot of time and thought over, you know, because it is quite time consuming. And unfortunately, what we can't do here is really give a very clear picture of what the dog will be like in the home environment, because the vast majority of them come in as strays, and we don't really have the kind of way, other than our wonderful foster carers, to be able to assess the dogs in the home environment. So often we'll see changes in behaviour once they've been rehomed that can be challenging. Sometimes we can just be like, wow, their confidence has grown and it's a really positive change. But occasionally, you know, there's changes that we have no way of kind of knowing how that's going to unfold in the home environment. So it's a big decision. It's the most rewarding. You know, I've had rescue dogs and it's an incredible experience. But it does take work and it takes patience, but it pays off. In the springtime, we will be looking to open up some puppy classes, so puppy socialisation in the spaces that we've got available. Plus, I want to start looking at doing some adolescent dog training, because there is a huge behaviour change often in dogs as they hit adolescence, which can be quite challenging. So yeah, we will look to do, you know, a number of different courses. So just keep an eye out really for what will be up and coming in the springtime.